Hello everybody and welcome back to Rugby News, and on today's episode, Laidlaw retires from international rugby, Liam Williams is heading home to Wales, and could there be a big move on the horizon for one of England's biggest stars? So we're going to start off with Laidlaw, and he has announced that he is retired from international rugby. And I think anyone saw this coming. Saw this coming after the World Cup. Everyone was thinking he was going to retire, and he has ended up doing it. He is now the third Scottish player to retire from international duty after the World Cup, while John Barclay has about a month ago now, and Tommy Seymour did last week. Laidlaw has now done it, and he calls time on a fantastic career for Scotland. He's been outstanding for them, through all the bad times that they've gone through some of the good times. He has always been at the forefront of Scottish rugby in the time that he's been there, and he has been captain now and again for that Scottish side, and he is a real true leader, an inspiration for that Scottish team. Yes, the World Cup didn't go very well for him, and it's not the send-off that he would like, but I mean, he has had many good games for Scotland, and he has been outstanding throughout his career. So of course, he's getting old now. He's getting on. He's in his 30s now, so it was coming to the time. And with new scrum halves coming through, Ali Price being one of them, who's really pushing him hard for the scrum half spot, it is time to call time on his career at international level. And yeah, Laidlaw calls international time up, and it's a loss for Scottish rugby, but I think it's time after not being on the best of form in the World Cup or the Six Nations earlier in the year. So yeah, Laidlaw has called time on his Scottish career. And in transfer news, quite recently, Liam Williams has agreed a deal to move from Saracens back home to Wales to play for his former region, Scarlets. Now, this one has been going over quite a long time. It actually was rumoured as soon as Sarri's salary cap breach was announced. It was almost immediately rumoured that Liam Williams was moving. I don't know whether that caused Saracens to think moving him on, because he might have wanted to go back to Wales, and they probably thought he should do that for their sake. Who knows? But he is going back to Wales. Two teams were in the fight for him, Scarlets and Ospreys. From what I heard, Ospreys were actually the leading candidates for him, but he's going back to Scarlets instead. Toulon were also in the race for him, but he's made the right decision to go back to Wales instead of go to France, especially being in the peak of his career, being in the best form of his life at the moment. He doesn't want to waste it by going to France and not being able to play for Wales in the prime of his career. So for me, he's made the right decision to go back to Wales. And if he wants to go to France in the near future when he's older, he probably will. But yeah, he's going back to Wales, and Scarlets is probably the right choice. I mean, it's where he started. He started with Scarlets. He's a Scarlets player through and through, and it'd be a bit weird if he just went to Ospreys, if he did what George North did, who played for Scarlets, came to England, then went to Ospreys. It's not bad, but I feel like he is home at Scarlets, and yeah, could this help with the Saracens salary cap breach? From what I know, it won't affect it, because that their players' salaries weren't over the cap. It was the added on bonuses. But yeah, either which way, Liam Williams is going back to Wales and is moving from Saracens to Scarlets at the end of this season. Now, there could be another big move on the cards with a massive England star. Harlequins prop Kyle Sinclair could be on the move from Quins to another Premiership club. Now, a lot of rumours have been flurrying about where Kyle Sinclair is going. Is he going to leave Quins? and this will be a massive signing. Whoever gets him, there's a couple of teams involved who want him. There's Bristol who are going for him, and I think Gloucester are going for him. They're the two front runners at the moment, as well as Harlequins trying to get him down to another contract extension. But at the moment, it doesn't look like that's happening because every day almost there are rumours coming out saying, oh, he's moved even closer to a move to Bristol. He's moved even closer to a move to Gloucester. From what I'm hearing at the moment, Bristol are offering him more money, so there's probably more incentive there to go to Bristol than to go to Gloucester. But in my opinion, I don't think he'll stay at Quins. I feel like he wants to win things. He's a very much a winning person, and I can see him moving at the end of the season. He hasn't extended his contract. It's coming down to the nitty gritty time where the transfers start to come through and when the contracts start to be negotiated. And I've heard nothing about him wanting to negotiate a new contract with Quins. Heard nothing about any rumours about him re-signing with Quins. It's all rumours about him leaving. So it looks like he is on the move. But where will he be next season? Will he be at Bristol? Will he be at Gloucester? Or will he still be at Quins? But whoever snaps him up will have an absolute wonder kid on their team. He is an outstanding player and would be a brilliant signing for anyone who does sign him. So put down in the comments down below, who do you think will sign Kyle Sinclair next season? Do you think he'll go to Bristol? Do you think he'll go to Gloucester? Or do you think he will stay on with Quins for more time? Put that down in the comments down below. I would love to hear your opinions on that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Quite short rugby news today, but there hasn't been much news recently. It's all calmed down quite a bit in the rugby world, but when transfers start coming through, I will start doing a transfer series where I go through all the transfers and their impacts on the teams that they're going to join, etc, etc. But that will come when more transfers happen. So yeah, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Please subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and yeah, I will see you in a bit.